What is this music in Marvel Snap? Nothing like we've heard before. Too lo-fi for me to enjoy. No, what? What is this? What is this? Hey, everybody, it's BP, and it's time for another Prime to Snap. What is with this music? Usually I'm like jamming out to the music and really like rocking it. And yes, I should put that on repeat. It's going in my headphones right now, what I was just doing. So that's pretty good. This is this music, man. Yeah, usually I'm like I'm all into that music, man, and I love it, man. But I tell you what, this is the new season of Marvel Snap. This is the new X-Men. What was wrong with the old X-Men? The old X-Men are cool. New X-Men look like they're I don't know, from an anime of some sort. Not to criticize people who watch anime. I love anime. I don't watch anime personally, but I have nothing wrong with anime. I don't know. I don't like the art style of anime. But anyways, that's beside the point. Art is in the eye of the beholder and is very subjective. So I am not the expert. Nobody out there is the expert on art. So, but anyways, I don't know. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I'm trying to get into the new X-Men here, and that's what we're gonna be doing in this stream here. It is a Marvel Snap stream, not a lo-fi chill stream. maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I just need to listen to some lo-fi music and just chill and just go to a Zen state, and then maybe you know, infinite will happen. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. I don't know, guys. But yes, guys, we are here. We are playing in the new season, May 2025 season, Siete de Mayo. That's right, it's Siete de Mayo. How's your guys' Cinco de Mayo? Was your Cinco de Mayo good? Do you celebrate Cinco de Mayo? Do you remember your Cinco de Mayo? Maybe that's what I should ask. Ours was good. I don't know. The closest thing we get to celebrating Cinco de Mayo is having frozen taquitos. I have to say it like that. Frozen taquitos. And just celebrating with family and friends. But yeah, I don't know, guys. How was your Cinco de Mayo? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, yeah, we're here in Marvel Snap's new season. I did not make it to Infinite. If you recall last live stream, I was really trying to push to Infinite, and man, I tell you what, I could not get there. I got as high as what, 90, 97? Well, it's not going to show on this season. But if I go into my alliances her and click on my name, there you go. Highest rank achieved, 97 Galactic. Yeah, man, I couldn't push past 97, man. I kept getting knocked out of Galactic. My deck just wasn't cutting it, man. Remember, I was doing the Hazardous Diamonds deck, carried me all the way up to Infinite, or all the way up to Galactic, and it just couldn't get past it, man. There was too many big cards to deal with that particular deck, man. I don't know if you guys had a chance to use that deck or whatever. Let me know if it worked for you or if there were some tweaks that you made to it. I grinded like crazy, man. I grinded like crazy. After that stream, I think I was grinding to try to get there, and it was just, man, I don't think I've ever become so tilted playing Marvel Snap than I did then, and I'm not one to get tilted usually, but, you know, I just want to make Infinite, man, and that was the what if season, and we're like, what if I can make Infinite, but we didn't quite make it. That's okay. Maybe the new X-Men will help me get there. We'll see, although I gotta tell you, my first impressions of the new cards that I've seen coming out so far, not great. There's not a whole lot of great cards I don't see coming out there. I don't know, is there anything out there exciting you about the new cards coming out? If so, let me know about that as well. But yeah, man, not a whole lot to get excited about. The season pass card, you don't know, is Esme Cuckoo here. Esme Cuckoo. I do like the name Esme Cuckoo. That's just a fun name to say, especially when you're streaming live content for the game. You can say Esme Cuckoo, you know? And the particular deck that we're going to be playing today is called Cuckoo for activates. And we'll get into that when I go into the deck explanation a little bit later. But yeah, Esme Cuckoo is the Season Pass card. It is a 3 energy, 4 power card. On reveal, copy a card from your deck into your hand. Set its cost to 3 and power to 4. First impressions, and I've only had like a half a day, if that, to play with this card. But so far, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've tried it in a few different things, and I don't think it's a card that you can really want to build around. I'm sure people can build around it and have built around it. Again, for the stream, I haven't checked out any of the other builds that are out there yet. I did listen to the Snap podcast by Cozy Snap and Alex Kocha, and I listened to their preview of it, what they thought would be good synergies and stuff for it. And they're pretty much suggesting the Silver Surfer. They think that she'll be really good in Silver Surfer because she actually will turn a card into a cost 3 card. So it's not like, I don't know, there's some wording there in some of the other cards. It's like lower the cost of this card. It's like this one says set its cost to 3. So whatever card it copies becomes a 3-cost card, and therefore Silver Surfer, who buffs 3-cost cards, will buff that card, even if it was like a different cost card. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. And I gotta say, I think out of all the cards this season that I've seen so far, I think she's probably my favorite one out of them. I want to try Surge. Of course, I haven't got Surge yet. Didn't have the tokens for that. By the way, how's your guys' snap packs go, anyways? We opened one last live stream, and I think I've opened a couple since then. We're getting close to a 3,000 token mark on the collection track, so maybe we'll be able to open another pack before the end of this stream. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, where are we at here? Oh, by the way, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of miss when we had the old Spotlight cash key system. The tracker, the collection level tracker, would say how many more points you need to get that, the Spotlight key. I wish they would have kept that in for the tokens. It was so nice to just open up your collection level and be like, oh, okay, I need 12 more levels before I get another 3,000 collector's tokens, which can, help me get another snap pack if I want. So I don't know. Second Dinner, if you're out there listening, bring it back, man. Bring that little counter back. I like that. I like that. Let us know when we're going to get our collector's tokens. Of course, there's all sorts of stuff with the collection level here. I know a lot of streamers out there that stream a lot more than me and are probably way better at the game than me. Have collection levels like this track is just filled. They haven't claimed any of them because it takes so much time to go in here and click every reward that they got. So they don't do it. It's like, just give me a button that says open all and we'll be happy. So I don't know. Second Dinner, I don't know what you're working on right now. Hopefully you're working hard on the draft mode coming out. A lot of people are looking forward to that. Snap packs seem to be pretty good. Seem to be pretty well received. I like them. I am a little concerned about the token rewards. Because normally, by the time I would have reached this collection level, with the old system, the Spotlight Cash system, I would have had a key, which meant I would have had a chance to get one of the 3 cards. But now, as it is, I'm going to have 3,000 tokens, and which will be enough to get me the new card if I want it. But if I hadn't had these leftover tokens from before, I wouldn't have had enough to get them. So it would be nice if we'd be able to get a chance at the new card there. Of course, you don't have to spend the 6,000 on the new card. You can go to the seasonal series 5 here and play 5,000 and hope to get the newest card. I mean, that's an option as well. And then there's 3 cards down here, the daily cards, none of which are the new cards. Hey, there's Toxie Doxie. Toxie Doxie looking at me. High voltage mode from a couple weeks ago just went away without me getting Toxie Doxie. Had it all grinding away to try to get Toxie Doxie. Never got her. I was right there. Had a few hours left. Just a few hours left. And I could have got her. I went to bed that night, woke up, and apparently I woke up too late, and High Voltage is like, nope, sorry, we're done. No Toxie-Doxie for you. All the time you spend in the grinding it out and the high voltage. And I don't know, they're from Chicago for some reason. I don't know why that is, but that's how it is. And yeah, we didn't get her on either of my accounts. On either of my accounts. And that's on me. You know, maybe I should have just grind out one account, which I think I'm going to transition to now. Because it's just too hard to keep up 2 accounts. And even though I got some really good cards on my other account, my mobile account, I think I'm just going to phase it out and just focus on my main account and then, you know, sign in on my main account on my phone. And Toxie is mess, Bookiefish says. Yeah. Yeah, I did get to play with her a little bit from random cards that I got from different decks I went up against. And yeah, it wasn't that great. I wish I could have had her to play around with her a little bit, just to see for myself. But alas, it was not to be. It was not to be. But you know what is to be? This season, new X-Men, these games that are coming up right now. What deck are we using? Well, I already mentioned it. Cuckoo for Activities. Or Activities. Yes, we're Cuckoo for Activities. That's what we are. This deck is Cuckoo for Activates. And the reason we called it Cuckoo for Activates is because I had an Activate bounty in my alliance. A couple Activate bounties, so I just threw together a bunch of Activate cards with Esme Cuckoo and said, hey, what the heck? Let's see what happens. And I got my bounties done. It did pretty good, but there was some potential I saw with it. And I took out some of the Activates afterwards and put together, clumped together this deck here. And again, this is one of my favorite things about playing Marvel Snap. Whenever you get a new card, I always like to try to make a new deck with that card and see what I can do with it. If there's anything that I can do with it, I'm sure a lot of you out there also enjoy doing that as well. But yeah, it's one of my personal favorite things to do. So that's what I did. I took Esme Cuckoo, took out all the Activates from the bounties. Not all the Activates. Some of the Activates stayed. For instance, our Fenris Wolf. When was the last time you saw some Fenris Wolf play, man? 2/3 Fenris Wolf. Activate. Resurrect your opponent's highest power discarded or destroyed card on your side of this location. So that's a nice little surprise play. So that's a neat little Activate that I kept in. I also kept in Black Widow. 3/3. A Series 3 card, by the way. A 3/3. And Activate. Add a Widow's Bite to your opponent's hand. And of course, the Widow's Bite, if you don't know, is a 0-1. And while this is in your hand, you can't draw cards. So, keeps my opponent from drawing cards. Don't see a lot of Black Widow lately, probably because the 3 spot is so competitive with all the 3 cards that are coming out. And plus, she's a little underpowered. She did get nerfed not too long ago because her effect was deemed quite powerful, I guess. So we haven't seen a lot of Black Widow play. I decided to plug her in here since she is an Activate, and I think she's been helping out. I don't know if she's been, doing anything exciting or not. You probably can definitely take her out of this deck and put another 3-cost card in here. And we did go with the Silver Surfer kind of shell here. Silver Surfer, of course, is a 3/2. On reveal, give your other 3-cost cards +2 power. So that's just a good, solid card to have in your deck. I do have 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, and then Esme Cuckoo will give me a 4th 3-cost card. So he does do some work there. So we did plug Silver Surfer in here. Took out one of my Activates, put him in. And then we kind of got the old combo here. I don't know if you're aware of this combo. It's kind of like a 3-card combo here. It's a discard combo with Swarm. Swarm, of course, is a 2/3. When you discard this, add 2 copies of this that cost 0 to your hand. Oh, look, I can split Swarm too. We'll do that a little bit later. So yeah, he makes 2 copies that cost 0. We got Victoria Hand here. This was a season pass card. I can't remember if it's a season pass card or a spotlight cash card. I can't remember, but it was one of those from a couple of seasons ago. And she's a 2 energy, 3 power card. Victoria hand ongoing. Your cards that were created in your hand have +2 power. So, and Swarm does count as a card created in your hand when it gets discarded. So those copies, when they come back, 2 copies that are cost 0 will get +2 power if Victoria hand is down on the board, making them 0/5s. So 0/5, not too bad, right? That is a pretty tasty little combo that came out during the Victoria hand release that I saw happen. Haven't seen a lot of it lately, probably because people have moved on to the new and more shinier cards. And then to help us kind of with that discarding, we have Colleen Wing here, a Series 3 card, 2 energy, 4 power. On reveal, discard the card that costs the least from your hand. So, of course, we want that to be our Swarm. We want it to discard that Swarm so that we get the doubles that we need, so that Victoria hand can buff them. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. That's the combo. That is the combo there with Colleen Wing, Victoria hand, and Swarm. And then we also have another discard card here, Moon Knight. Moon Knight Series 3 as well. So pretty, these are cheaper cards that everybody should be getting. I just like this crazy caveman variant that we got a couple seasons ago. But yeah, 3 energy, 3 power. On reveal, discard an even costed card from each player's hand. So that's pretty cool, and that's not so much for the Swarm, although it does work for the Swarm, so I can get even more Swarms. Talking about having 2 Swarms that are 5, costing 0. If Moon Knight hits the Swarm, we got 4 Swarms that are 0/5, provided Victoria hand is on the board as well. So not too bad when you can slap down 4 0/5s in the last turn if you need to. So yeah, we got Moon Knight there, and the other reason Moon Knight's there, of course, discard an even costed card from each player's hand, is because that's where the Fenris Wolf comes in. I mentioned this earlier, the 2/3 activate, resurrect your opponent's highest power discarded or destroyed card on your side of this location. And even costed cards, there's a lot of big cards. I mean, that's 6 cost cards, 4 cost cards. Worst you can get is a 2 cost card. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good chance of getting something good from your opponent, especially if Moon Knight kind of comes out a little bit later in the game. Once those 2 cost cards might have been played out already. So that's kind of the combos we got there. A little bit of a discard going along with the Silver Surfer. As far as the other supporting cast here, we got Silver Sable. Still one of my favorite 1 cost cards. This is a Series 5 card. 1/0. On reveal, steal 2 power from the top card of your opponent's deck. We were able to plug her in. We got her relatively late last season. I think through one of our packs, one of the packs that we got. But yeah, we were able to plug her into that deck that I tried to use last season, and she worked really, really well there. And I just like her. You're stealing 2 power from the top card of your opponent's deck. Not too shabby when you can do that. We also have Kitty Pryde here. Kitty Pryde, of course, 1/1. This is a Series 3 card as well, I think. Let's see. Let me get the base. Yeah, it's a Series 3 card. But yeah, she is a 1/1, and when this returns to your hand, +1 power returns at the start of each turn. It's just nice if you could get her out, like if you get her in your opening hand and you can just keep pumping her and pumping her and pumping her, and suddenly you got another low-cost card that's pretty high. And then, of course, if it's not quite as well if Esme Cuckoo copies Kitty Pryde. You're hoping to get Kitty Pryde out before Esme Cuckoo comes out, but sometimes it happens. And we got Korg. Good old Korg. Look at my shiny little gold variant here. I don't know, flexing a little bit here, I guess. Korg, of course, the Series 1 card, 1 cost, 2 power. On reveal, shuffle a rock into your opponent's deck. I don't know, just a little disruption. Send to my opponent's way. If I get 2 rocks and Korg suddenly becomes a 3/4 thanks to Esme Cuckoo, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I would take that. We already talked about all these cards. We talked about the Silver Surfer, the Black Widow, the Moon Knight, Esme Cuckoo, of course, the star of the show. And but not really. Esme Cuckoo's not really. This deck isn't really based around her. She's just kind of in there to kind of, if she comes up, it's good. We can use her, and we will use her, especially since she's the season pass card. Of course, we're going to use her. But not a necessary part. The deck is not built around her. It should succeed without her. She just helps it succeed better. And then we finish it off here with an Iron Man. Of course, Iron Man is a 5-0 ongoing. Your total power here is doubled. And, of course, that's the jackpot for Esme Cuckoo to hit. We want her to hit the 5-0 Iron Man, so we get a 3-4 copy of Iron Man, which you can play a lot earlier and boost the power of a location. So that's it for the deck, man. Not much. I make these decks. This isn't the best deck. I don't think this deck will survive into Infinite, to be honest, especially if the meta is anything like it was last season when you get there and all you facing are tons and tons of big powered cards. The one thing this deck does lack is powerful cards. So you're not going to get big numbers here unless your Iron Man really boosts up some of your places, or you get your Kitty Pryde fairly high. Although the Swarm can get high if you can get that combo, that triple combo off on him. That will sometimes seem to boost you above it, but I don't think ultimately this deck would make it to Infinite. I'm going to play it. We're going to try it. We're going to see how far we can get with it. But it doesn't have any counters in it for one, which I think you kind of need towards Infinite, having spent the better part of the late last season dealing with Infinite, or not Infinite game, but Galactic gameplay. So, I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. What do you say we get started? I'll stop yapping my mouth about the deck, and we'll just jump in here. Oh, wait, let me show you the, so you got a kind of a baseline here. Here's the record for this deck, by the way, over the last 7 days. And again, I just made this yesterday, so these are the games I played since yesterday. Net cubes, 42. It's got 42 net cubes. 71.4% win rate, 15 wins and 6 losses. Not too bad. Not too bad. Hopefully we can keep that going, but we shall see. Locations might screw us up. That was a big part of what was happening last season too, is I was getting messed up by locations, big cards. I don't know. Lots of things were just messing me up. At some point I was grinding so much that I was like, why does this game just feel so random? It's like no matter what I try, I'm just gonna get randomed out somehow. But we're moving past that. We're jumping in. Cuckoo for Activates. Here we go. Playing the first game. Voila. It's 20 minutes into the stream. Come on. Let's be honest. You come here for me yapping, right? Maybe? I don't know. Hopefully I'm entertaining you. If I am entertaining you, like and subscribe. We try to stream every Wednesday at this time. At least currently. That might change in the future. But for right now, that is what we are doing. Turn 1. We got nothing to play here. Sakar is our first location. After this turn, put a card from each player's hand here. I actually have turn 1 cards in this deck. They just don't come out. And there goes my Swarm out there, which completely messes up that my combo that I was trying to do there. But thanks. Thanks, that location. Magic came down for my opponent on the other side of that location, turning it into Limbo. Can't get it done in 6. Had to play Magic. Couldn't get it done in 6. Needed another turn to try to figure it all out. So here we go. But the second location is Sinister London. After you play a card here, add a copy to another location. You know what? This would have been great for Victoria hand. I guess she still will boost an Esme Cuckoo copy, so she's not completely useless. And this way, we'll get 2 Victoria hands on the board, so we get double the buff. Also another good reason to have her in this deck, because Esme Cuckoo can copy her, of course. Attilan is our third location. After turn 3, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 3 cards. Yep, we can go with that. I think we'll play Black Widow right now. Now this is interesting. I play Black Widow down to Sinister London, have 2 Black Widows. Activate that. Now they have 2 negative cards they have to get rid of. I think that's a good plan. Let's do that. My opponent has not played anything that last turn. And they play nothing turn 3 either. So all they have is a Magic sitting in limbo by herself. Am I about to get Galactic here? I might be about to be getting Galactic here. I don't know. We'll see. We have 4 energy. A lot of cards on the board. Lots of cards to play. Moon Knight is up. I don't have my Fenris Wolf in hand, though. And of course the Colleen Wing Swarm combo is not there. So I think... Oh, we could just be evil and go with Moon Knight at Sinister London too, just to get rid of some of their cards. This gets rid of an even cost card, so I'm gonna lose my Colleen Wing, but she's useless to me right now. And then yeah, we'll throw some Korg in there to disrupt them. Oh, let me activate my Black Widows. I got an army of Black Widows here. Boom, coming at my opponent. We take out a Ravonna with our Moon Knight. We also take out, I forgot what the other thing was. Oh, I guess they only had one even cost card, and it was the Ravonna. So, not the greatest pickup we could get from Moon Knight, but not bad. My opponent's playing an Iron Lad down here to Sinister London, which had the Super Scroll ability. Okay, so they have 2 Super Scrolls on the board now, so that probably puts Iron Man out of our sights. It does make it a little more difficult for us to play. We did get our Fenris Wolf, so we do have a Ravonna we can pull from that. I think we will probably do. Silver Sable's not going to do much, and I'm almost running out of room. It's only turn 5. We do have Silver Surfer still in our deck. Esme Cuckoo has not come out yet. Doggone it, Cuckoo! Where are you at? You know, we'll play our Silver Sable anyways. Do I really want to fill up these locations? I hate filling up locations early if I can help it. You know, you want to kind of have that maneuverability to be able to play other cards there. I think we'll just end our turn here. Keep Silver Sable in her hand for now. An Iron Man coming down on the Iron Lad. I should have foresaw this because the Iron Lad takes the ability from the top card of their deck. So we should have seen that coming. The Iron Lad, of course, got Iron Man, which means Iron Man is what they're going to draw next. And I completely... Wow, they got 2 Iron Men there now. This is a lose situation here. I don't think there's any way I can win this. We might be able to take Attilan. Sinister London is going to be crazy. But you know what? We can play our Iron Man down. No, is Fenris Wolf is good to get? Oh, I don't know. Play Iron. We can kind of force where our Iron Man goes here, but we still got one more turn, so maybe we wait again. Maybe we wait again, see what happens. Yeah, let's do that. We could get a Silver Surfer, which might, I don't know, fighting 1, 2, 3, 4 Ironmen is kind of crazy. They do have those Whittle's Bites that I sent over to them. Yeah, there's no way we're winning any of these locations. Iron Man, one down to Sinister London. Silver Surfer's not even going to be enough. Yeah, we can't. Yep, sometimes you got to retreat, guys. That is what we're going to do. Boom. Gratz Green Bud was my opponent there. Little fist bump for you. They got a lucky Iron Lad into Iron Man pull there. Hard to compete with a 4 Iron Men on the board. Spread over 3 locations. That is a tough situation for anyone. So yeah, first game gonna be a loss for us. That is okay. Unfortunate situation. Let's go ahead and update our tracker here. Got 0 wins, 1 losses total for this stream. And then total for live streams, we're sitting at 173 wins and 136 losses. So we're still doing good. We're still doing pretty good. Jumping into the next game right here. Cuckoo for Activates. Giving Esme Cuckoo the try. Is she worth picking up? I'll let you guys be the judge after these games, man. I think she's okay. Haven't played with her a whole lot, so see where we stand with her at the end of the stream. All right, turn 1. Our first location is the Panopticon. Created cards here have +2 power. Well, that's good for us. I have a lot of created cards, hopefully. For now, I think we'll just throw Korg. Although, if I give them rocks, that's going to be a created card for them, and they can just turn it into 2 power. So maybe Korg sits this one out. Nebula coming down for my opponent at a mysterious 3rd location. We play our Silver Sable down to Panopticon, giving us a 2-0 lead there. Opponent, Aramis. Played Nebula down to the 3rd location. Don't know what it is yet. 1-0 lead there. And, of course, Miniaturized Lab. 2nd location on turn 3, 4, and 5. No cards can be added here. Again, man, this location... These locations, man, they're tearing us up. Tearing us up, man. Oh, if we play Colleen Wing now, we're going to get rid of... So I think we have to play Korg down, unfortunately. We'll play Korg down on the Nebula lane just so she doesn't get powered up.
Hey, man, I'm Cook.
Maybe the rocks that I give them... the 3-power rocks that they played on Panopticon will be less than whatever they have in their deck. That's the hope. Turn 3 energy. Glintar is the 3rd location after turn 4. Merge your cards into a symbiote. I've seen this location a lot too. I don't know, man. I feel like one of the draws for me when I got into Marvel Snap was the locations, you know? The locations. There's so many locations. A different game every time. And then, like, lately, it just seems like I see the same locations. But maybe it's because I played the game for too long now. I don't know. That could be as well. I'm going to get my Fenris Wolf down here. Miniaturized Lab closed off to us, unfortunately. We do float 1 energy here, and we do let Nebula grow a little bit. They play a magic down again. Can't get it done in 6. You know, why do we even have 6 turns in Marvel Snap anymore? Why don't we save everybody the trouble and make it a 7-turn game? We can have Magic do something else. Apparently, that's all people want to do is make the game longer than it needs to be. Man, I am feisty tonight, aren't I? I am feisty. Maybe it's a lack of sleep. I don't know. But anyways, here we are. 4 energy. Where I'm on vacation too, even. I gotta step it up here. I gotta step it up. I'm on vacation, for crying out loud. I guess we'll get our Victoria hand, and then we can finally get the Colleen Wing combo here. The good news is if we pull this off, we'll be able to play Swarm in the Miniaturized Lab, and it'll be a pretty big swarm. So, yep, Colleen Wing taking out that swarm, giving me 0 3s, which Victoria hand will buff to 0 5. So I got 2 0 5s in my hand. Iron Man, a Black Widow, no Esme Cuckoo. Aren't you so glad you came to the stream to try to check out the the new card? She's a little shy. Esme Cuckoo, a little shy about live streaming, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. All right, turn 5. 5 energy. An opponent plays a collector down there at Limbo. They're just throwing all their cards in one basket there. I'm imagining they're going to be playing a... I always forget the name of the card that discards all their cards so they get their collector huge. That's my assumption, but we'll see. We'll see. Meanwhile, no, let's play Black Widow down here. I could play Iron Man, but let's save Iron Man for a little surprise. Maybe we'll be able to play Iron Man into the Miniaturized Lab against all the with all the swarms. Oh, they got an Infinity Ultron coming out. Was one of the new cards from last season. So we have a 9-8 lead at Panopticon. Miniaturized Lab finally opened up for us with a 0-0 there. And then my opponent is leading Limbo 9-8 with us having 1 location free there. Turn 6. What do we have? What do we have indeed? One more turn after this. My kitty Pryde showed up late. We're going to go ahead and play the Black Widow here. Maybe that'll screw up their last turn. Who knows? Maybe she's too late by now. Maybe they already have their plan all figured out. And I think we'll just play Iron Man down here. Do I want to play it to the Miniaturized Lab, or do I want to boost one of these other locations? Give me 16 power there, 18 power Panopticon. No card discarded yet, so Fenris. So we could still do that. All right, we're gonna play. We're gonna play our Iron Man down to the miniaturized lab. Oh, this might be broadcasting. You know, we'll play Kitty Pryde down there too to get her that +1 boost. Anyways, my opponent plays an Agent Coulson down to Limbo, giving them a 17-8 lead there. Of course, that buffs up their collector as well.
Iron Man.
An Infinity Power Stone coming down at Panopticon, which is a created card. They had an Infinity Power Stone at 4. Double the Infinity Ultron's power, so they have a 20-9 lead there. This is it. All we picked up was a Moon Knight. So we got a Moon Knight, Kitty Pryde, and 2 Swarms in our hand. And that's what we're going to play. Nothing discarded by my opponent, although the Moon Knight will discard something. It'll work, I think. Let's go ahead and not win Limbo. There is a chance I could win Panopticon. I don't know. This is very iffy here. I think we're going to go with our original plan of playing the Swarms down to miniaturized lab with the Iron Man. Moon Knight will discard an even cost card from my opponent's hand. And then whatever that card is, if they have one in their hand, Fenris Wolf will bring it back to Panopticon. And hopefully it's something big. It's a long stretch. It's a long shot, but I think it's the best chance we have. Here we go, going into the final turn. This is the final turn. They play in Infinity Reality Stone, and that brings out a drone, of course, giving them complete control over Panopticon, so I think we lost this anyways. Oh, we did get an Iron Man, but it's not going to be enough. Fenris Wolf is going to bring that Iron Man back. And that... It does get 2 power from the Panopticon, but it's not enough to combat their 16 power Infinity Ultron, their 18 power drone. Infinity Ultron doing some work there for them for sure. Only location we did win was the miniaturized lab, so hey, the Swarms worked out, guys. Well, the Swarms worked out in Iron Man. Victoria hand boosted Swarms, but it wasn't enough to get the win. That is okay. Let's get a fist bump to our opponent, Aramis. Well played, sir or ma'am. Off we go. Now, not getting off to a great start here. But, you know, sometimes that happens. I will blame locations. Locations have not been favorable, at least in the last game. Location wasn't too favorable for us. I don't know if there was anything else I could have done to possibly win that. Had gotten another Iron Man down to one of the other locations, but that was a lot of power to deal with, man. Infinity Ultron, of course, bringing lots of power for my opponent in that last game. But let's go ahead and... Oh, we got an alliance. By the way, bye, guys out there. If you're looking for an alliance, still haven't gotten an alliance, you should join an alliance. You get free stuff. You don't really have to do anything. Just do bounties and you get free stuff. But if you're looking for one, the Prime Sanctum is looking for members. You can join us here. Yeah, man, we get free stuff here. Look at the rewards you get. Personal rewards. If you complete bounties, you get all of these rewards. So if you're not in an alliance, you're missing out on all this crazy stuff. You might as well jump in and get as many credits as you can. Even a mystery variant. If you pull off your personal, your personal rewards, which is easy to do by completing all the bounties that we have, and then of course the alliance. If we finish all these, if we get all these points as an alliance, we get all this other stuff as well. And our alliance has been going pretty strong so far. Hopefully, Second Dinner will be looking into alliances too. They're supposed to be improving alliances as well. It would be cool. Second Dinner, if you're listening, it would be cool if you implemented something like Raid Shadow Legends has, where you have alliance challenges, where you get additional rewards, and you get those rewards by playing the different game modes in Raid Shadow Legends and competing against other players. I don't know. Look into the Raid Shadow Legends clan battle system that they have. Implement that into Marvel Snap here, I think that would be pretty cool to have. I think that would work really well in this game. But yeah, if you're not in an alliance yet, TPS is looking for you. All you got to do to join us is go to search, type in our name right up here, TPS, look for the guy, the little icon, the little Pringles man with the mustache and the monocle and little top hat. That's us, the Prime Sanctum. Join us, help us get rewards, help yourself get some rewards, good stuff. And you can even check out other people's decks in the alliance as they win 8 cube games. It'll show you what they are doing. So and of course we can kind of have an idea of what you might want to do as well. So yeah, Prime Sanctum, looking for an alliance. Check us out. Jumping into our next game. Here we go. Feel like whenever you're featuring a new card, they decide to hide. Yeah, right? Right, Spooky Fish? Every time there's a new card comes out, and I try to feature it, it never shows up. Hey, speak of the devil, there's Esme Cuckoo now. So maybe we'll get to see maybe we'll get to see her in action finally. But not in turn 1. We have no one cost card in our hand. And our first location. Okay, Zykes, hold on. VP streaming here. Don't you know who I am? We're gonna go ahead and end our turn here. I wonder how many cubes I actually get when I'm streaming, or when I win, just from talking and describing the game, and people just getting impatient with how long it's taking. You know, I don't know. But here we are in turn 2. We do have Victoria hand, and we will play her. Lechagia is our first location. After you play a card here, shuffle 3 rocks into your deck. White Hot Room is the second location. That's where I'm playing Victoria hand, and the first to fill this gets +3 max energy. I'll try to fill it. I don't know. I have a hard time filling these first to fill locations. But I'll definitely take first to fill locations over you can't play cards here locations. Any day of the week. All right, Zykes. Zykes played Surge, so here's the would have been the Spotlight Cash card. It's one of the new cards. The featured card of the week, I guess, is the 2 energy, 2 power Surge. On reveal, give the top card of your deck -1 cost and +1 power. After you play it, repeat this ability. I do like her. I hope I get her. And again, if we can get there, maybe we'll try and open another snapback by the end of this stream. Right now, we are at round 3, turn 3, 3 energy. Let's play our Esme Cuckoo, man. We'll try to fill up this White Hot Room. The third location is the Dream Dimension. On turn 5, cards cost 1 more. Well, that's unfortunate for us. Esme Cuckoo pulls down a Kitty Pryde, probably the worst card. Actually, it is the worst card it could pull down for us, but that's okay. I mean, on one hand, it's the worst card, but on the other hand, it's a 3/6 Kitty Pryde that keeps coming back to my hand and getting +1 power, so that could be kind of interesting as well. 4 energy here in the 4th turn. My opponent played a Fastest down at the White Hot Room, so they're racing us. White Hot Room's getting hot. Who's going to win it? I think I'm going to win it right now. I think I actually will play. You know what? Let's play our Kitty Pryde, our big Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde, grande size. Grande Kitty Pryde. I do have my 1/1 Kitty Pryde in my hand now as well. I want to play Kitty Pryde and Korg down there to fill out the White Hot Room. Give us +3 max energy. I don't know that it helps us too much in this deck, but if I can deny them, maybe that'll help us. They play a Jubilee, which pulls down an Animazola, which destroys their Surge. Okay. So now their Surge is going to, do +1. That activate the Surge twice then? Give the top card of your deck -1 cost and +1 power. They might have just gave top card of their deck -2 cost and +2 power. I don't know. That's an interesting combination. Animazola pulling some weight there again. We'll see if it works for the opponent. Hopefully it doesn't. We have 8 energy now. And we do have our 4/7 Kitty Pryde here. Of course, turn 5, the Dream Dimension, making her even more expensive. 4/7's not too bad, though. Play my Black Widow. I think I have too many great plays here. Black Widow's not going to be too useful this game now because I get her out and I won't be able to activate her next turn to really do anything to my opponent. So she's really 3 power. Let's get our Fenris Wolf out, I think. I guess we'll play Fenris Wolf down to the Dream Dimension. We don't have any cards there yet. We got one more turn. I don't know where this game's going yet. We definitely do not have our Swarm combo in play. I think the task for winning this is going to rest on my Grande Kitty Pryde's shoulders. And Iron Man, probably. Wong coming down for my opponent at the Dream Dimension. Well, that could be terribly bad for us. And again, no way to disrupt that in this particular deck. That might be something that we probably would have to tune if we really want to try to take this up to Galactic and possibly into Infinite. But we do have Iron Man and 9 energy, so we could play Grande Kitty Pryde and Iron Man. Not bad. We also have a Silver Surfer out. I only got 1, have 2 free-cost cards, plus 2 power. I think Iron Man's the better play. They do have a Surge destroyed, so active. That's pretty cool. Not going to be useful to me, but we can pull a Surge out with our Fenris Wolf, which we're going to do. And then we will, then I think we'll play Grande Kitty Pryde down there to the Dream Dimension as well. And I think I'll play my Iron Man down to the White Hot Room. And you know what? Let's play our Tiny Kitty Pryde. I'm muy pequeño Kitty Pryde. Down there to the Dream Dimension as well. I don't know, guys. Let's see. I'm not snapping. Zykes, our impatient friend here.
Are ye worthy?
Hey, they played an Odin down to the White Hot Room, re-triggering their fastest and their Animazola, which takes out the Jubilee, which is going to pull a card from their deck. Okay, Groot, that's a good combo. Gotta give them credits for that. A rock. They probably hoped that would have went the other way. The Jubilee pulled out an Ironheart at the first location, and then a rock to the Wong location. They probably wanted that to go the other way. Lots of zapping happening from Surge. We pulled out a Jubilee. That's unfortunate. I didn't know that the Jubilee... Oh, they just discarded the Jubilee. Holy crap. I don't know what just happened. Lots of surging, lots of zapping and stuff. And it wound up with a loss for us. We were close at the White Hot Room. We lost 18-20 there. Of course, we didn't even challenge Lechigia, so my opponent won 11-0. And then we did take the Dream Dimension 14-8, their Wong location. So no Wong for you. Well, they did have Wong, and Wong helped them win. So I guess they did have a Wong. So all right, Zykes, whatever. Here, have a little fist bump, my friend. Go be impatient with someone else. Go be impatient with someone else now. All right, well, not getting off to a great start here. Like I said, I played it for a little while. Only played the deck for a little while. Almost got that location. It hasn't kind of panned out like optimally. My deck has not panned out optimally. Of course, you don't want to depend on that. You know, if you got a deck that only works one way really good, probably not good. You want some versatility there. We have a little bit of versatility here, but probably not enough, and not enough counters as well, it seems. Well, we're going to keep at it, man. We are going to keep at it. We updated our tracker there. Sure, I did update it. Yep, looks like it. And, yeah, jump into another game. 0-3. This stream, 173 wins and 138 losses total for all of my live streams. That's right, guys. If you're new to the channel, new to my stream, I have been keeping track of my live streams. Again, I'm not the top-rated player. I don't even claim to be the top-rated player. I'm just having fun playing Marvel Snap and hopefully entertaining you guys in the process. That is my goal here. Hopefully feature some fun decks and we can just have some fun together. And hopefully you guys can have some fun playing the game as well. So, turn 1, Atlantis, our first location. Let's get our, hey, we got our Kitty Pryde going, so we're starting off on an optimal note. Atlantis is the first location. If you only have one card here, it has +5 power. The ice box is the second location. Give a card in each player's hand +1 cost. And yeah, we're playing Papa Smurf here. And for those that are just listening podcast-wise, he's got a little Galactus avatar with the blue face. So checks out, man. Checks out. Little cowboy hat on that Papa Smurf. Well, let's see if we can wrangle in this hombre. We're kind of sticking to the Cinco de Mayo theme here, I guess, with the Gigante Kitty Pryde and the hombre we're playing Papa Smurf. El hombre Papa Smurf. How you say Smurf in Spanish? Smurfo. Who knows? All right, well, turn 3. Got our Kitty Pryde beefing up there, which is good to have. We can get our Victoria hand out. We have Colleen Wing in hand, but no Swarm. We'll go ahead and play Victoria hand down to the third location, Asgard. After turn 4, whoever's winning here draws 2 cards. So far, Papa Smurf has not played anything. Okay, he finally plays something down to the second location, the ice box. Magic. Can't get it done in 6. Papa Smurf. Can't get it done in 6. Had to play the magic. Take us to turn 7. That's fine. That's fine. Gives me more time to work my magic. Has not been working quite well this live stream so far. All right, well, here we are. Turn 4. 4 energy. Can play all the cards in my hand right now. We got our Kitty Pryde still pumping up there. I think we'll throw her down to Asgard to help out the Victoria hand. We did get our Swarm. That's good for us. Colleen Wing is going to discard the card that costs the least from my hand. Means I gotta. This is a little bit of a problem here with the Colleen Wing and the Swarm combo. The Fenris Wolf kind of gets in the way of that and some of my other cards because they're trying to get the least card with the least power out of your hand. We want it to always be Swarm. We want Colleen Wing to always hit Swarm. So, as the plan there, my opponent plays a Brood down to Asgard. Not enough to get them the 2 cards after turn 4 for winning that location. We're able to hold it down, and we got 2 cards out of it. We got our Silver Surfer and our Esme Cuckoo. Esme Cuckoo has arrived, guys. Esme Cuckoo, if I look at my untapped.gg tracker, will only be able to pull out a Silver Sable or a... Oh, speaking of which, you guys probably can't see that. I should probably turn those on for you as well. Man, I keep forgetting to do that. Here we go. Here we go. There. Now you guys can see what is in my deck. Compliments of the untapped.gg add-on there. Deck tracker. All right, we got Esme Cuckoo. Go ahead and play her down to Limbo as well. I know we try to maybe save something for Atlantis. Play Kitty Pryde down there ultimately. She'll be pretty good for Atlantis. We haven't discarded anything yet. We wanted to do it. Yeah, we want to use Colleen Wing there to do that, so we'll probably do that next turn. My opponent plays a Luke Cage down in a Hazmat. Okay, so I'm getting a little taste of negative power. That was the whole basis of my last deck that I was playing, trying to climb to infinite. Lots of negative power there. Now I'm getting a taste of it right back. And again, no counters really to counter any of these things. Probably a flaw, major flaw in this deck. Turn 6. Kitty Pryde has 1/6 now, so that's pretty cool. We do want to get our Colleen Wing down. Lowest power. Discard the card that costs the least. Will be our Swarm. That's what we want. So we'll have a Swarm finish here, which is good for this deck. Don't have anything for my Fenris Wolf to pull down yet. And I think that's it. We're just playing Colleen Wing down to... Or to play down to Atlantis. Kind of a dumb location. Play her down to Limbo there to join Esme Cuckoo and Korg. Killmonger coming down for my opponent. That's going to take out the Korg. Not too worried about that. They have a Silver Surfer of their own. Gave them some pretty good buffs there. The Colleen Wing chopping the swarm in half, giving us 2 0/5s in our hand now. We do have 10 power to deploy, which is not insignificant. My opponent has filled up the third location, Asgard. Have 4. They have 17 power there. I can play a... Well, let's play our Kitty Pryde down there in our Iron Man. That'll give us that location. Should. They have... You know, they probably will play an Odin here at Limbo, won't they? So they could trigger their Hazmat again. I bet that's what's going to happen. So... May not be enough here. Not be enough. Odin is 8, so that's 16. So he gives us to 16. I go over here, 8, 9, 10, 11. That'll give us 12. And then I think we just play our swarms down to these 2 locations. Yeah. I'm guessing there's an Odin coming down to Limbo. That would be my guess if I had an Odin in my deck. Oh, it's an Esme Cuckoo! Look at Esme Cuckoo! That's not going to do quite as much.
Iron Man.
My Iron Man goes off, boosting our power at Limbo. Kitty Pryde, 12 power. Kitty Pryde there in Atlantis by herself. I'm getting the benefit from that +5 power. And of course, my swarms bumping up the power at Limbo even more. We win, guys! 12-9 in Atlantis, 26-12 in Limbo, where they were stacking some of that Hazmat Silver Surfer power, and they can't get it done in 6. Papa Smurf, you've been gargamelled, my friend. What was the cat's name? Azrael. Azrael ate you, tore you apart, and spit you out. Or something. And I am spicy, man. Cinco de Mayo! Siete de Mayo! All right, there's our win, guys. There's our win. You get to see how the deck is supposed to be working. That's how we're supposed to be doing it.
3D.
Have we broke the threshold? Have we pushed onward? Okay, we're getting closer to those 3,000 tokens as well, which will get us another snap pack. What are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 8. 8. Please remind me to Oh, I can upgrade right now. Please remind me to upgrade as many cards as I can before the end of the stream. Try to get a snap pack, and we'll try to open up another snap pack here and see what we get. Actually, I'll probably just pick up the Surge. So we won't even open a snap pack. I think I want to just get Surge. So I can start playing around with Surge. That's about the only other card this season that I'm really excited about. Not that I'm not going to try the other cards, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get them. I might save my tokens to try to get something else there. I might do that instead. But yeah, just remind me to try to upgrade our cards before the end of the stream there. All right, we need to update our tracker here. Let's actually get a win in our win column. 1 win, 3 losses. Feels nice to finally get that. We're on the board, guys. We broke the threshold, hopefully. From here on out, smooth sailing. Esme Cuckoo going cuckoo for ladder spots or something. I don't know. Again, stayed up way too late last night. Didn't get a lot of sleep. Got a little nap beforehand, thankfully, before the stream. Yeah, I'll see what we can do. Let's see what we can do here. Yami Yugi is my opponent. Yami Yugi with a little negative man all portrait there. Has some negative man play. A lot of that as well. Turn 1, Destroyed Mansion is our first location. Add a rock here and a Vibranium to your hand. Okay. Deal with that. Get our Kitty Pryde going. Throw her down to the Destroyed Mansion. She'll check it out. My opponent plays the Vibranium down there. I feel like that's the common move. Whenever Destroyed Mansion comes out, you get that Vibranium in your hand and immediately play it down. It makes sense, though, since it's a 1-cost card. And 1/4 is not, Nothing to not to shake a stick at, you know. Let's throw our Kitty Pryde down there to the destroyed mansion again. Stark Tower is the second location after turn 5. Give all cards here +2 power. We'll probably try to put our Kitty Pryde down there. Take advantage of that. We're going to throw our Vibranium down there. For our Vibranium, we'll get that. Oh, Wolverine. We're playing a little Destroy deck, are we? A little bit of a Destroy deck here. We do have Esme Cuckoo in our hands, so she has, you know, maybe she's getting over her camera shyness, ready to let her cuckoo song sing. I don't know what she does. She seems telepathic. What's the deal behind Esme Cuckoo besides a funny name? It's like there's some sort of sonic telepathic power involved with Esme Cuckoo. I don't know. I should play her now, but that does mean we miss out on a Kitty Pryde. You know, that's fine. Let's play Kitty Pryde first. It'll thin out our deck a little bit more. Esme Cuckoo has a better chance of getting maybe something that we want. And you know what? We'll play our Fenris Wolf down. You know, let's play Fenris Wolf down to Monster Metropolis, the third location. The cards with the highest power here get +3 power. My opponent plays a Carnage down on Stark Tower, taking out the Wolverine, sending it over to Monster Metropolis, giving them an 8-3 lead there. Tied up at the Stark Tower 4-4. 4-0 in my opponent's favor at Destroyed Mansion currently. It's okay. Deck takes a little while, takes a little boil. Gotta boil it a little bit, kind of like I'm doing right now here in the office at the moment. It's so hot. Although it does look like it's going to storm, so might be in for some relief, or it might make it even more muggier. According to Mr. Google Pants, powers and abilities, for Esme Cuckoo, telepathy, flight, astral projection, shape-shifting, illusion, pyrokinesis. I can't read that other one. A heart in my way. Blast and mind control. Sonic Blast. Okay, that explains the Psionic Blast. Okay. You'll attack your brain, man, with Sonic Blasts and such. What did my opponent do? They played a Venom down and destroyed some cards. Sending, their Wolverine off to the destroyed mansion. We have 5 energy. What do we do here? We gotta keep our Kitty Pryde going right. And this is the turn. Dark Tower goes off, so Kitty Pryde will benefit from that. Moon Knight. Discard an even costed card from my hand. And see, here's another conflict of interest in this deck. Moon Knight can also discard Colleen Wing, so it kind of forces me to play Colleen Wing first. Discard the card that costs the least from my hand. Then we want that to hit. I'm running out of time. All right. Need to do that, and I guess we got to play our Silver Sable down. Yep, just like that. Another Jubilee. Wow, see a lot of Jubilees out here. Jubilee bringing down a Magic. You know, second dinner, you always target cards for adjustments that are in every deck. Is Magic becoming the must-have 3-cost card in every deck? Maybe something needs to be, something needs to be changed there. Let's bring her down to a 3-1. Let's bring her down to a 3-0 even. Come on, let's change it up a bit. Can't get it done in 6. Or what would be cool is if they came out with a card that said if it goes into like if you're going to turn 7, get +10 power. or spread power if you go into a turn 7. Maybe that would work. We need a counter for Magic is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying here. I mean, there is counters for Magic. I just don't have them in my deck. But if Magic's in every deck, I don't know. I'm just saying. All the Magic lovers are out there. Don't say that about my Magic. I have a carefully crafted plan that I can't get done in 6 turns. Gotta get done in 7. Oh, I've gone off the deep end here. Let's get our Kitty Pryde down. Kitty Pryde coming down here. We got Moon Knights. Holy crap, what am I even doing? What am I even doing here? We got one more turn. don't have our Victoria hand yet. This deck is a little thinky, by the way. That is one thing about it. We do need... Well, let's play the knight with the more power. We're floating 2 energy here. I have no clue what my opponent has been doing. They're just drawing cards and playing magic.
Gotta play my magic! Even in the destroy deck, I can't get it done in 6!
Ay, ay, ay. VP in rare form tonight, yes. Something like that, I don't know. Alright. What do we got here? Last turn, guys. Our Kitty Pryde is up to 9 power. So you see, Kitty Pryde. I like Kitty Pryde, man. She's good. Of course, Killmonger. Have they played a Killmonger? Is that their ultimate?
My ultimate finish! This is why I needed turn 7! So that I could play Killmonger to get their Kitty Pryde! And the rules of the world.
You know what? Let's do another Moon Knight. Let's do our Fenris Wolf. They do have a null there. Dude, if we could get a null, maybe I shouldn't do another Moon Knight because, okay, hang on. They're going to have a lot of power in their null. Hey, take my turns back. Undo all actions. All right, Kitty Pryde going down to Limbo. We're not playing another Moon Knight. We're going to activate our Fenris Wolf, which is going to give us their null, which they discarded, which is going to be tons of power. And then I got to win Stark Tower, I think, right? That's all we got to do. Such a simple plan. Yeah, we'll play the Silver Surfer down. We'll play our Swarms down. Do not play a card into Limbo because we need it for our Knoll. Oh, they play an Esme Cuckoo down here in the last turn. Stark Tower. Sabretooth. Kitty Pryde coming down, and there's their Knoll. How much power does their Knoll have? 18 power.
Holy crap, how did he get 18 power on me? I had it on turn 7. I was on turn 7, I should have won with my destroy deck.
Well, you didn't, Yami Yugi. You didn't win, Yami Yugi. Have a little fist bump back at you. Fenris Wolf coming through for us. Remember at the top of the stream I was saying Fenris Wolf I don't see a lot of. He kind of came onto the scene, was played a little bit when he first came out, and then kind of just disappeared into the shadows. So we're bringing him back out, man. We're bringing him back out, getting a little Discord action down. Yeah, man, what a game there. Stark Tower, we won 22-18. And Limbo, we won 34-14 against a Destroy deck. Had they not had their Knoll discarded, that probably would have been a very different story. But in any case, it was a good story for us. And we got it. Couldn't get it done in 6. Turns out they couldn't get it done in 7 either. VP takes the victory there. I told you we're breaking the threshold here. Tell me you've played Marvel Snap without telling me you've played a lot of Marvel Snap. Can't get it done in 6. All these destroy decks. I can't knock it too much. Destroy decks are effective. They're still at the top of the meta. They're still getting stuff done. It's one of the earliest archetypes that you can play, that you have it, that people have access to. So no surprise that it's one of the top performers out there. All right, we do have. Hey, we can do our activate bounty. Let's go ahead and grab that one.
Epic.
And jump into another game here, man. Cuckoos. Hello, VP. Hey, Saturn. Welcome. I am feisty today. Ask Spooky Fish. I am quite feisty. I am on vacation. I'm drinking my my Mountain Dew Baja Cabo Citrus. Cabo? Cinco de Mayo. Bajo. Let's play Kitty Pryde. Get her going at the Castle Blackstone. We're playing HZ, member of the Alphabet Mafia here. We call any opponent that has 1 or 2 letters in their name the Alphabet Mafia. And I really should start keeping track of all the letters of the alphabet, and when I play against them, and then crossing them out as we beat any letter of the alphabet with a player that only has 1 or 2 letters in their name. Maybe I'll start doing that. Maybe that'll be a little gimmick I could throw into the stream. Another overlay, because I don't have enough overlays on my screen. All right, Kitty Pryde coming down. We'll throw a rock into my opponent's hand. Sandbar, created cards cost 1 more. Well, that's unfortunate for us, as we like to create cards with this deck. Feisty. I was told spicy.
Hey, man, I'm cool.
Spicy. Spicy feisty. Quantum Realm, the 3rd location after you play a card here. Set its base power to 2. Well, that is unfortunate for us as well. My opponent has played a Rocket Raccoon down to Castle Blackstone, giving them a 7-2 lead there, and an Iron Heart down to Quantum Realm. 0-0 currently. We are turn 3. Esme Cuckoo, the Season Pass card coming out right now. And let's see what she brings us, man. Can't bring us an Iron Man. What do we want to? What would we like? We would love for her to bring a Silver Surfer to us, I think, or a Victoria Hand. I would take. Even Swarm might be okay. Oh, Silver Surfer. Okay. Ask and ye shall receive. Esme Cuckoo bringing a Silver Surfer into our hand. That is pretty sweet. Of course, it's a 1 cost. I wonder if created cards cost 1 more. I wonder if that affects Silver Surfer. Sure. My opponent did play a Wong down to the sandbar, so that's unfortunate for us. We got to keep our Kitty Pryde going. Got to keep our pride going. We'll play our Black Widow down now, too. We do have time to activate her to clog up my opponent's hand a little bit. Okay, they play a Hobgoblin down to Castle Blackstone. That is quite problematic. This game is looking a little rough for us, I gotta say. Let's see, it's looking rough. Keep on the Kitty Pryde train. We do have 2 Silver Surfers in her hand, so that behooves us to play 3-cost cards at this time, with 1 turn left. Moon Knight is going to get rid of an even-costed card. That will drop my Colleen Wing. I think we're past the point of the Colleen Wing Victoria Hand Swarm deck, so I think that's okay just to give us another 3-cost card out there. And I think I'll play her in the Quantum Realm. I do lose 1 power off of them. We're going to activate our Black Widow to send a Widow's Bite over to my opponent's hand so they cannot draw cards when that is in their hand. I might mess them up in their last turn here. I don't know. We do have an Iron Man as well, but I don't think we have enough energy to play all of this. Hazmat coming down at the long location. That is probably going to be the nail in the coffin for us, although we're still standing. We're still standing. Of course, I'm always worried about an Odin following that up in that Wong location. It's rough. We got a 1-5 now. We'll do -1 power to us a lot. Yeah, normally I probably would duck out of this game, but we'll see. See what happens here. I think I can't play both on my servers. Iron Man's might help me out at the sandbar. I really need up the Quantum Realm though as well. What? My opponent retreated. What did they expect? What did they see that I didn't see? Or maybe they're just like, dude, you're taking too long. I got things to do today. Taking too long. All right. So another member of the Alphabet Mafia going down, H and Z. hurts. Took out the hurts. Hey, we got an infinity. Oh, look at this. Plus 10 power. This might get us the tokens, guys, that we need to open. Well, like I said, I was going to open a snap pack, but I think I'm just going to get Surge. Because I really want to play with that card a little bit. Yeah, look at that. 3,000 tokens. Sweet. We'll take that. Boom. So, yeah, for those of you that don't know, this has replaced the Spotlight Cash Key in the collection tracker now. Instead of a Spotlight Cash Key, you get 3,000 credits, or 3,000 collector's tokens, not credits. You can get credits. 2 different currencies there, VP. But you can get the collection tokens. I'm going to stop speaking now. Apparently the feistiness has gone to my brain. And it's affecting my speech pattern. We'll update our tracker there. We did get the win there. I'm not exactly sure why they retreated on us. If they saw something they didn't like, or maybe we were just taking too much time. Just taking too long. Lots of stuff to do. I'm done taking a poo. I'm ready to go, and the game's not over. I don't know. All right. Well, let's see. We got plenty of time left here in the stream. About 10 minutes, I think, left. A little bit more, maybe. Not too much more. We're going to go ahead and play another game here. We'll try to get our win-loss record into the positive range on this deck. Let's go ahead and play. And then maybe what I'll do, if we do get us into the positive range, is maybe I'll throw together an automatic Surge deck so we can see how Surge plays. We'll see what the auto Surge deck looks like. Maybe we'll play a game or two with that. But right now we are playing our Cuckoo For Activates. Still playing Remy LeBeau. Remy LeBeau. Oh, fancy French name. You think Remy LeBeau can get it done in 6? Let's see. We got our kitty Pryde being played here, and Opticron is in this game as well. That's going to help out our swarms. My opponent plays down a Nico Minoru with the ability to snap. No, that's not the ability. Oh, this bug's back again where you're trying to look at a card and it breaks the game for some reason. On reveal, after you play your next card, add a copy of it to your hand. Okay, we're going to copy whatever they play next. Turn 2. We could play our Victoria hand down now, but I think I'll just play Kitty Pryde down again. Try to get her nice and buffed up. The nice versatility you get with Kitty Pryde. Remy LeBeau is Gambit's name. Is it? Oh, it is. It is. Yeah, you're right. We're playing Gambit. Corvus Glaive. Corvus Glaive version of Gambit. They have a Corvus Glaive avatar. Gambit's real name. All right, we're going to play our Kitty Pryde down there, and it looks like I think Victoria hand is the play here right now. We don't have anything discard yet, so Fenris Wolf doesn't quite make sense yet. We'll play Victoria hand down here to the Baxter building. We'll put her on top of the Baxter building. Whoever's winning in this location gets +4 power at the other locations. That'll give her a nice vantage point. Boost up our cards. I don't know. She has a gun, a big gun, wearing a dress. She's standing up there and letting us know where all the giving the cards that are coming into the battlefield intel. I guess that's I'm trying to put some lore behind the card here, right? Your cards that were created in your hand have +2 power, so I guess your recruits have that. But let's play our Kitty Pryde back down to the Panopticon. Let's give us 3 energy to play with. We do have the Moon Knight now. That is going to get rid of my Fenris Wolf, which is, we don't want that. But we can play Fenris Wolf down. We'll play him to the Baxter building. Fenris Wolf coming up the Victoria hand sign on the Baxter building, and then Korg is going to pop out of the Panopticon. Actually, no, we don't want Korg at the Panopticon. Well, we'll put him on the Baxter building as well. He'll throw some rocks at our opponents. Be great. Remy LeBeau. Remy LeBeau. Gambit. You have a discard deck, guys. Morbius coming down. Collector. Okay. I have seen this deck in play, and it is a scary deck. But hopefully our Moon Knight can get rid of a card they need. I guess Moon Knight is really my only sort of tech card in this that can kind of play some defense there. I'm going to play my Kitty Pryde down back to the Panopticon, and we'll play Moon Knight down to Atlantis. I don't think we're going to have only one card there. Actually, you know what? Let's play Knight down to Panopticon. I do want to leave Panopticon open for possible swarms, but I think we're too late in the game for that to do. End our turn. Our Fenris Wolf will be able to activate next turn. So whatever Moon Knight grabs from my opponent, we'll be able to have. Opponent plays 2 cards down, one at the Panopticon, the other at the Atlantis, the second location. I didn't see what we discarded. Oh, we discarded a swarm, so we kind of helped them out there. And they played another Morbius? How did I get a copy of a Morbius? Where did this Morbius come from? Oh, they played Nico Minoru on them. Okay. Well, this doesn't look great for us. Victoria Hand is here, so if I pull one of their... Yeah, we'll activate Fenris Wolf to pull down one of their swarms. It's going to be 5 power for us here. 9, 10, 11, 12. Not great. I think we want to play... And is there a play where I can take Atlantis? I don't think so. I think I'm going to play Kitty Pryde down to Panopticon and Iron Man. Would have been great if our Fenris Wolf was at Panopticon, because these swarms would count as a created card. 9, 18 power there. I'm a little hesitant on what we're going to have here at the Baxter building. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if Remy LeBou can best us. Yep, MODOK. Yeah, classic. A classic deck we see a lot of. Buffing those Morbiuses up. I think we definitely lost this one. And it's still going, folks. Morbius still getting buffed. Both Morbiuses and the Collector at the same time. A mean deck. I should probably try to play this deck. I just discard decks, man. They're hard for me to play. They are hard for me to play. Yep, there's that. Lots of cards getting discarded for me. We played the Corvus Clay. We couldn't even pull off Panopticon. Total sweep here. Morbius and the Collector taking over this game for Remy LeBou. It came out of his mama. I can't repeat the quote from Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine. But they do take the victory there. We'll collect our rewards. Unfortunate. Again, one of the things this deck does not have, like I said, is a lack of counters. So, by all means, if you use this deck or adjust it in some way, let me know, man. I always want to know. I would always like to know if anybody uses the deck and has any luck with any of the decks that I use. Maybe it's one card I need to tweak, or one card that should change, and then suddenly it's a whole, different ball game with the deck. I don't know. I do not know. Victoria Hand has had it. All right. So we're 3 and 4. Let's go ahead and I was hoping to get positive there, but you know what? Let's go ahead and get our shop here. Go get our card. We'll pick up the new card, Surge. There she is, 2/2 on reveal. Give the top card of your deck -1 cost and +1 power. After you play it, repeat this ability. Go ahead and get her. Flame her. And let's go ahead and see what we can do if we go into collection. Do I have a deck slot open? Of course I don't. Of course I don't have a deck slot open. Esme Cuckoo Series 3, we'll get rid of that. I was trying to do a Series 3 Esme Cuckoo deck, and it didn't quite come together. Sometimes I like to do that in my streams. Feature the new season pass card with only using, you know, Series 3 cards. For some of you new people out there that might be playing the game, might help you out a little bit more than seeing everybody play all these other cards that you don't have access to yet. But, oops, I did this wrong, though. This. And we need to find a Surge. A 2-cost card. I have too many variants. Can we go ahead and just show favorites? There we go. Alright, there, Surge. Alright, I'm curious. What if we hit Make Me a Deck for Surge? What does it give us? Assembling an incredible deck. Let's go to the deck and find out. A Hood, a Silver Sable. Hey, Kitty Pryde's there. Nebula, Havoc, Athena, Adam Webb, Hawkeye, Agent Venom, Cassandra Nova, and Vulture. This deck's kind of all over the place here. This deck is kind of all over the place. I'm a big fan of the Havoc. The turn you lose 1 max energy, and this gains +4 power. Although it is all low-cost cards, but that might not affect us too badly. We'd have to get Havoc down turn 3, and it'd be pretty good. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. I think we'll go ahead and try it. I'm really a fan of the Hood either. Sandra Nova's here. Agent Venom. It's interesting. That'll give everybody 3 power. I don't know. Let's try it. Auto Surge. This is what the AI behind Marvel Snap having trouble speaking, must be getting late in stream. This is what the AI in Marvel Snap thinks you should do with Surge. So we'll find out. We got a Hood here. Let's go ahead and play Hood down to Utopia. 3 and 4 cost cards here cost 1 less. My opponent, Pastrella. Sounds like a sandwich or a pasta or something. Pastrella. I need some Pastrella. My opponent plays a Zabu down. So 4 cost cards getting one cost cheaper to play. Turn 2. Yeah, let's play our Agent Venom down. Of course, we might get an Agent Venom down. Agent Venom is a 2/5, by the way. On reveal, set the power of all cards in your deck to 3. That affects every card positively. Oh yeah, we'll play that. Galacta coming down for my opponent beside Zabu. Not a surprise there. I feel like Zabu and Galacta are companions these days. Of course, Zabu reduces the cost of Galacta. Turn 3. So far I've been able to play on curve, which I like. Should get our demon out there. We do have Voltour as well. So we'll play, I guess we'll play Kitty Pryde. It's a little late to get Kitty Pryde going. But she'll get a little bit of power here. My opponent plays a Forge down. Okay. Our Voltour. Our Vulture down here to Adam Webb. And we'll move our Agent Venom out here to Crimson Cosmos, where cards that cost 1, 2, or 3 can't be played. Well, guess what? We can move cards in there. That might be our best shot. Oh, we got Athena here too. Yeah. And we'll get a buff. Yeah, I think we'll just funnel cards into the Crimson Cosmos. I don't know. That's not a good idea. Could funnel it back to Utopia as well, but we're at -3 there thanks to the Hood. My opponent plays a Scarlet Spider and a Hope Summer, so a little energy boost on their side. And they're going to have another 10 cost card spawning in another location. There's Surge. Hey, we do get to see Surge. We're going to go ahead and move our Vulture. I think Vulture here, that'll give them, he'll become a 9/6 power here. And then play our Demon, our Surge, and our Kitty Pryde. They're there for right now. Okay, well, so far this deck is pretty good on curve, using up all my energy, so that's good. Galacta coming down, buffing, or Galacta buffing an Enchantress, which is going to affect my Madam Web, so no more moving cards out of the ice box. They also play an Elsa Bloodstone. Elsa Bloodstone. Each card you play to fill your side of location gains +2 power. You're currently winning 2 locations. And it's like our Hawkeye got the benefits of the Surge. -1 cost and +1 power. It's unfortunate because I think Surge, after you play it, repeat this ability and affect the next card that I have as well. So we're not going to be able to see that, unfortunately. Let's see, if she goes down there, that's not nearly enough to win. I don't have any cards that I can play to Cosmos either. This might be a loss. Opponent does something silly here, but we'll play it out. That's how you get to that's how you get to infinite, right? You play out games that you're losing. All right. Boom. But you got to test out your deck somewhere. What better way than testing them live? Yeah. Yep. We lost. There's the Crimson, or the Scarlet Spider clone. Wow. Yeah, it's time to end the stream, man. Sorry, we only played one Surge deck there. But that's what it gave us. It was a pretty interesting deck. I can kind of see where it's working. It's just, this was a kind of a weird matchup, I think, to play against. We won one location, almost won a second location. But other than that, we didn't really get to see Surge work too much. So, I don't know. Maybe tune in for the next live stream next week. And, or maybe if I'm feeling adventurous on my vacation this week, maybe I'll play another stream. But let's not count on that. It might happen. But yeah, maybe we'll feature a Surge deck if I can put something together that I like. Or maybe I'll check around and see what other streamers are doing to see what they're doing with it. But I kind of like to play with the card myself first, before you know, checking out what the meta is or what the other streamers have done with it. You know, just to give, you know, it's because it's fun. It's fun to do, man. It is fun to do. Let's update our tracker here. We did end with a 3 wins, 5 losses this stream. Esme Cuckoo not cutting it. What are my final thoughts on Esme Cuckoo just based on this play? Probably too soon to tell for me. I gotta play around with her a little bit more. And of course, when a card first comes out, you never know what's, you know, how it's really gonna work, because everybody knows it's coming out and they're playing decks that are gonna try to, you know, to mess with that strategy as much as they can. So I don't know, we'll see. I think overall it's gonna be a pretty good card. Surge, like I said, I need to play with her a little bit more and see how, you know, how we do with her. But in the meantime, that's it for us, guys. Yeah, Marvel Snap, new X-Men, the lo-fi season. Maybe I'll leave you guys with some lo-fi music from Marvel Snap. Thank you for listening to Marvel Snap, the lo-fi station. Listen to lo-fi plays on Marvel Snap. This is BP. I am signing off. We'll see you later, and hey, keep on gaming.